here. Let us discuss in this class about the linear programming, where the linear programming chapter in second PUC comes for a total of 7 marks. There is 1 mark, 1 question, and 6 marks, 1 question. Therefore, total of 7 marks is asked in the examination, and it's a very important question to score good marks in second PUC. Now, before going to a linear programming problem, let us discuss a situation. Let us take a situation where there is a businessman. As soon as we get to know that there is a businessman, we will get to know, okay, there is some investment to be done, because all businesses need investment. Now, let us think that there is a businessman who can invest a maximum of 50,000 rupees for his business. Okay. Now, a businessman needs to sell something. Let us think that this businessman sells tables and chairs. Yeah. Now, obviously, he should buy the tables and chairs from someone and he should sell it to the customers. Whatever the amount he will buy is set to be the cost price. As we know the cost price, let us think that the cost price of each table is 2,500 rupees and each chair is to be 500 rupees per item or per table and per chair. No. Obviously, when he sells something, he will have a profit. Let us take the profit for each table, whatever the cost price 2,500 is there, for each table he sells, he will get a profit of 500 rupees. And respectively, for the chair also, for each chair, for 500 rupees cost price, he will get a profit of 75 rupees. Now, what will be the intention of the businessman? The businessman invests and thinks he should get maximum profit. Obviously, now our intention is also to maximize the profit. Now, there is one condition with this businessman is that he can store a maximum of 60 items along with him. Let it be chairs or tables, it doesn't matter. Irrespective of chairs and tables, he can store only a maximum of 60 items. Now, what can he buy with those 50,000 rupees so that he can maximize the profit? Now, actually, in your mind, there will be a lot of permutations and combinations going on, thinking, okay, he should buy all the tables from the amount he has, or he should buy all the chairs from the amount he has, or he should buy some X number of chairs and X number of tables so that he can get maximum profit. Okay, let us see what happens. Now, there is one condition. Let us take a condition. First, let us think that he will buy all the tables from the amount he has. Now, each table costs you 2,500 rupees and he is having 50,000. Now, 50,000 divided by 2,500 is 20, which means he can buy 20 tables. Now, but he can't buy any chairs because he is having only 50,000 and those 50,000 is invested in tables. Okay, that means the number of chairs is 0. If the number of chairs are 0 and the tables are 20, what will be the profit he will get? Because of the table, he will get a profit of 500 rupees and there are 20 tables, he will get a profit of totally 20 into 500, which is 10,000. Now, let us take one more condition where he will not have any tables. He will not buy any tables. He will buy table 0. But for each chair, he will have a cost of 500 rupees, which means 50,000 by 500 is 100. Which means he can buy 100 chairs. But there is a condition. Remember, the condition is he can store a maximum of only 60 items. So, even though he can buy 100 chairs, he can now purchase only 60 chairs, which means he purchased 60 chairs. Now, each chair costs you a profit of 75 rupees, which means the total profit for him is 75 into 60 is 4,500 rupees now. Now, there is a difference in the profit where one combination led you to 10,000 as a profit and another combination led you to a profit of 4,500 rupees. Now you can make a number of calculations saying that there are you can buy 19 table 1 chair, 18 table 2 chairs, like that you can keep on going and can calculate the profit. That's one way, fine, but it's highly difficult in certain situations, and moreover in some of the situations it is time consuming. Now a big businessman can't have much time and he doesn't want to calculate in such a way where we calculate like this. For that we have a simpler method. Let us discuss the simpler method later. Now the one more thing I need to say is, here let us take the tables whatever he buys to be X. The tables he buys to be X and the chairs he buys to be some Y. No, a general thing is that even though he doesn't buy any table or any chair, it is counted as 0. But if he buys something, which means he can buy 1, 2, 3, etc., which means it should be positive. Which means now the tables and chairs, whatever the X and Y variables I have taken for the representation, can never be negative. Which means I can say very clearly this X comma Y both are greater than or equal to 0. It can't be negative because I can't buy -1 chair, -2 chair or -3 table like that. At least if I buy, I should buy 1. If I am not buying, it's said to be 0. That means X and Y both should be greater than or equal to 0 at any cost. This is a very important condition. Which means the variables or the things I am taking is non-negative. There is a difference between positive and non-negative. If I say positive, it should start more than 0. It will not include 0. But if I say non-negative, which means it includes 0 also and positive values also. So I am very clearly saying X and Y both are non-negative. Now, see, in this problem, I have given many conditions. What are the conditions? The cost of this is so much. The cost of the tables is 2,500. The profit of the chair is nothing but 75 rupees. These are the conditions I am giving over there. Which means the investment is there. The conditions are also there. Everyone should satisfy all the conditions. And then I need to look into the profit where the profit is maximum. Which means that I should satisfy the conditions, which means this is nothing but a linear programming problem. Which means a linear programming problem is a problem where we need to satisfy the given constraints. The constraints are nothing but the conditions. And that is also said to be optimization problem. Why do we say it is optimization problem? Means we need to optimize it. Optimizing is something where it need not be maximum, it can be either minimum also. Sometimes when we have to invest, we look into minimization of the cost. Sometimes when you have to make the profit, we need to maximize the profit. That's our intention. Sometimes we need to make the expenditure to be less. When expenditure is less, so that I can say minimization of the cost. When I want to make the profit to be more, I say maximization of the profit. Both terms come here, minimization and maximization. That is said to be optimization. That is why it's said to be optimization problem. What are the conditions I am putting over there here? The condition is that it should not exceed more than 60 items. The investment should not be more than 50,000. All these are the conditions. That is said to be constraints. The conditions are nothing but the constraints over there. Okay. If I go with the trial and error method or the permutation and combination way, I can find out the value. But it's not so simple as you think. Now, what else the method is there? Let us look into the problem once and let us find out the solution. How to find the values or how to get the answer, clear answer for this. Let us look into this now. Now, me take a problem saying maximums. Z is equal to 4x plus y. STC. What do you mean by STC? Subjected to constraints. Subjected to constraints. Now, the subjected to constraints is the subject to the conditions. Whatever the condition I am giving, what is the condition I am giving right now? Yes. Let me give a condition saying x plus y is less than or equal to 50. And also x plus 4y is less than or equal to 90. Let us a condition. Let us give over. Okay. Not x plus 4y. Let us take one more value. Let us take a condition. 3x plus y is less than or equal to 90. Now, my intention is to find the values of x and y. My intention is to find the values of x and y so that the values of x and y satisfy these two conditions. Subjected to conditions is that the x and y values, whatever I need to find, should satisfy the condition saying that if I add x plus y, it should be less than or equal to 50. If I get 3x plus y, it should be less than or equal to 90. What's the thing here is there is maximize z is equal to, which means the z value is dependent on the value of x and y. Whatever the values of x and y satisfies these two conditions. Many values of x and y satisfy these two conditions. But my intention is that the value of z should be maximum. That I need to find out for which value of x and y the z value will be maximum. Now, how to find that thing? Now, let us take the first condition they have given, and moreover they will be giving you one more thing, x comma y greater than or equal to 0. As I have said, you mentioned you very clearly, x and y will be non-negative. X and y are the variables which are non-negative. Yes. Now, let us take the first condition, whatever he has given. Let us take the first one. The solution for this is like this. Let us take x plus y equals 50. Let it be any inequality saying greater than or equal to, or greater than, or less than or equal to, or less than. It doesn't depend on that. Let us take it to be equation saying x plus y is equal to 50. Now, let us take, if I put the value of x to be 0, what will be the value of y? Now, if I give x to be 0, y will be equal to obviously 50, because if I substitute the value of x to be 0 here, 0 plus y is nothing but y will be equal to 50. Now, again one more thing. If I give y is to be 0, now if I give y is to be 0, what happens? X plus 0 is x will be equal to 50, which means x is equal to 50. Now, when x is equal to 0, I got the value of y. When y is equal to 0, I got the value of x. Let us take one more equation which is given over here, which means, as I said to you, because this is an inequality and I am considering it in the form of an equation. Let us take 3x plus y is always less than or equal to 90. Again, let us follow the same procedure. If I give x to be 0, what should be the value of y? If I give x is equal to 0, 3 into 0 will become 0. 0 plus y is nothing but y. Y is always equal to 90, because I need to take this equation, I will take it as equality. Y will be equal to 90. Again, when y is equal to 0, if I take y equals 0, 3x plus 0 will become 3x itself, and 3x is equal to 90. I can calculate very clearly. If 3x is equal to 90, then x will be equal to 30. We know that. So, I'll write x is equal to 30. Fine. After this, I need to mark the points on the graph. For you people, you need to take a graph sheet and then you need to plot the points accordingly as it over here. Now, let me take a graph. I'm just marking over here. It may not be accurate, but you need to mark it in the graph sheet so that it will be accurate over there. Now let me mark, because this is the x-axis and this is nothing but the y-axis, and this is the origin. Let me. Now I am considering in the graph, I am considering only the first quadrant. This is very important. I need to consider the first quadrant itself when I am explaining the graph over here, because I have been given the condition where x and y both are greater than or equal to 0. We know that in the first quadrant both x and y coordinates will be having a positive sign, plus and plus. Only in the first quadrant we will have plus and plus, so that I can consider the first quadrant itself. I don't want other quadrants in the graph. So I am expanding my graph in such a way it looks only for the first quadrant. Now let me mark the points. When x was 0, y was 50, and when y was 0, x was 50. Now let me mark x to be 50 and y to be 50. Before that, I need to take the points over here. Let me consider seeing the values over here. See, y is 150, another one is 90. Now x somewhere it is 30 and another one is somewhere it is 50. Now you should think of the suitable values. For 1 unit, I will take 10 is the value, because all those values 50, 50, 90 and 30 will come near to 10 in the tables of 10. Take x 10, so it will become 20, 30, 40, 50. Because the x value highest in these two is 50, so I need only 50. That's enough for me. But in case of y, there is one value is 50 and another one is 90. I need to go until 90 at least. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. Now, if you go through this, let me mark x to be 50 and y to be 50 of this equation x plus y is equal to 50. Now, x is 50 over here and y is 50, which means y is 50. This is the point. I need to join those 2 points using a straight line. I need to join those 2 points using a straight line. Now, after joining those 2 points, let me take again x is equal to 30, y is equal to 90. Let me take x to be 30 here and y to be 90 here. Now, again I need to mark or join these 2 points. This line was because of the equation, that is the 30 to 90 line was because of the equation 3x plus y, which is equal to 90, and this line was because of the equation x plus y, which is equal to 50. Now this you might have done in your first PUC, where you are shading the common region. Most of the students have a doubt in shading the common part. Now let me tell you a simple technique. There are many regions divided over here. Let me tick mark on each of the region whatever you see over there. This is one region, this is one region, this is one region, this is one region. There are 4 regions divided over completely over here. Now my question is, which region is the common region and how can it be shaded? How is it easy for us to make sure that this region will be the common region? How to identify the region which is the common region? Now for that, let me take first equation, that is the condition x plus y is less than or equal to 50. For that condition, put both x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 simultaneously, which means both the cases I need to put 0 simultaneously at a time. Where x is 0 and y is 0. 0 plus 0 becomes 0. 0 is less than or equal to 50. In general, when you say something, 0 is less than or equal to 50, is it true or false? Obviously, 0 is less than or equal to 50. When the condition becomes true, That means consider that line. Which is the line x plus y less than or equal to 50? This is the line equals 50, whatever. We have to consider equation. This line, okay, we got the condition to be true. Since the condition is true, so that we need to shade towards the origin, because every line divides the region into two halves, where one half will go towards the origin and other half goes away from the origin. But when the condition becomes true, I need to shade towards the origin always. Now, this condition became true, so that now I need to shade this line towards the origin, which means I have two parts over here. One part is this side, another part is this side. But towards the origin, I need to shade this side. Since I need to shade this side, look into it very carefully. Since this line is going like this, and I need to shade like this towards the origin, I can't get a region of this, so I am erasing this tick mark. Same way, because this is the line I need to shade towards the origin, I'll erase this tick mark also. Now, one more condition is there. 3x plus y is less than or equal to 90. Again, this is the line. I have a doubt whether I should shade outwards or inwards towards the origin. Now again for that, I'll put x and y to be 0 simultaneously. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 is less than or equal to 90. The condition is true. Since the condition is true, again I need to shade towards the origin, which means this line, look at it very carefully. This line I am shading towards the origin. Since towards the origin is there is no this part, so I am erasing this tick mark also, which means both the conditions are clear now, and you are left out with the only tick mark. Which tick mark is left out? That is the common region for you people to shade out, which means I need to shade this common region. Okay. After shading this common region, till here you would have done your first piece. Now there is one more thing, so extra thing to calculate the maximum profit. I need to put a table. What's the table is actually? The table is, first I need to take the corner points. And z. What is the value of z? Z is equal to 4x plus y. He has given over there. That I need to write down here. Now, what do you mean by the corner point? The corner points are nothing but the corner of the common region over there. What is the common region? This is the common region, and there are 4 corner points covering those common region. This is one corner point. As you observe the corner points of those. This is one corner. This is one more corner. And this is one more corner. There are 4 corners over there. For your convenience, let us take, obviously, origin is always denoted by O. Let me take this to be A, this point to be B, this to be some C, this to be some D. No matter whatever you take, any alphabet you can take, no problem. Now, what are all the corner points? O, A, C and E. O, A, C and E. Now let me write that. O, A, C, E. These are the 4 corner points I have got. Now, O means origin. We know that the coordinates of the origin are nothing but 0, 0. Now, what are the coordinates of A? We know that how to check the coordinates. First I need to travel through the x-axis and then through the y-axis. Because the point is on the x-axis. Since the point is on the x-axis, its y coordinate will be obviously 0 and the x value is 30. So which means that it is 30, 0. Now I need to calculate for C as well as E. Now if I calculate for E first, Since it is on the y-axis, since the point is on the y-axis, any point on the y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0 and the y value is nothing but 50. So 0, 50 will be the coordinates of E. Now, what are the coordinates of C? The coordinates of C are, because I need to travel like this, or you can mark up like this, a dotted lines going to the x-axis as well as the dotted lines going to the y-axis. You will get to know the x-axis goes to 20 and the y marker goes to 30, which means that it's 20, 30, and we all know very clearly, first I need to write the value of x coordinate and then the y coordinate. So C for 20, 30. Now I need to calculate the value of z. This is the last part of your problem. Now, what's the value of origin? The coordinates of origin are 0, 0, which means if I put the value of x to be 0 and y to be 0, because these are the corresponding values of x and y. If I substitute the values in z, which means 4x plus y, 0 plus 0 becomes 0, obviously 0. Now if I put 30, 0, which means I need to put the value of x to be 30 and y to be 0. If I substitute y to be 0 is 0. 4 into x value is 30, 4 into 30 is 120. Now, if I substitute 20, 30, 4 into x value is 20, 4 into 20 becomes 80, plus y value is 30, so 80 plus 30 is 110. Now, if I put 0, 50, if I take 0, 50, then it will become 4 into 0 is 0 and y will be equal to 50, so it will be equal to 50 itself. Yes. Now, among these values, whatever you have got, what is the maximum? Because my intention is to find the maximized z, means I need to find the value of maximum value of z. Since I need to find the value maximum value of z, which means the maximum value of z is 120. This you need to indicate as maximum. Write as maximum. Now the maximum value of z is 120. You need to write that. The maximum value of z is 120 at, see, at the point, what's the point over there? 30, 0. You need not have to say A, B, C, D, etc. because some might take this point to be A, some might take this to be B, some might take this to be D. It may vary. So you need to only mark the point saying 30, 0. So at 30, 0. This is the case. So we found the maximum value of z, which is 120. So I hope the problem is clear right now for you people. Thank you.